So hello everyone, I'm Kamlesh Sonaj. So today's date is 17th of August 2021. Okay, so today's topic of discussion is that Spring JPA. Okay, so we will discuss that what is Spring JPA. Okay, so understand the Spring JPA. Firstly we will see that why it is used and where it is used. Okay, so earlierly we have seen that if we have to connect the user interface with the database or any core server, okay, then we need to have the then we need to have the then we need to have one Angular server, okay, which connects the user interface with the core server, okay, and which is in between the controller, okay, that is the server of our core Java and server of our core Java and user interface. Okay, so there we connect the user interface with the core Java. Okay, now if we have to connect our core Java, that is our main server, with the database server, okay, so then we uses the JPA. Okay, so JPA is being used for the Hibernate. Okay, so Hibernate is nothing but it is a bridge between the Spring server and in between the SQL server. Okay, that is my SQL server. Okay, which is database server. Okay, so when we have to connect between the Spring server, that is let's say the core server, that is core Java server, and the database server, then we uses the Hibernate. Okay, and Hibernate uses the Spring JPA. Okay, the Spring JPA is a part of the Spring. Okay, like the SES suite, that is Spring suite. Okay, uh, and it the JPA is being used to connect the, let's say, the main server, that is the core server, with the database server. Okay, so now we will say that where it is used. Okay, like what is the use of using what is the use of JPA server. Okay, like JPA. Okay, so JPA is nothing but it is an interface, okay, which is being implemented by using the Hibernate. Okay, so when we uh, when we implement the JPA interface, then we get all the methods in it, okay, which we need to make the contact with the uh, database server. Okay, so Hibernate implements the JPA interface, okay, then to connect with the uh, let's say the database server. Okay, so whenever we have any entity, okay, let's say we when we need to store the data of the any class or any, let's say, entity, like entity is nothing but any, let's assume, if we take an example, let's say our entity is student. Okay, we need to store the data of the student, that is its marks, then its roll number, its name, or its let's say grades. Okay, so if we have to store this data into the database, okay, so the student itself is an entity for the Spring Tool suite and for the Hibernate as well. Okay, and for the database as well. Okay, so when we uses the core Java, and in core Java what we do is we talks in the objects. Okay, like we know the language of object. Okay, because the Java is object oriented language. Okay, it understands the language of object. Okay, so when we are having any object, and then we need to convert that object into the rows for the database. Okay, let's say whatever the fields we are going to write in the class of the student, that will be the columns for the that will be columns for the database. Okay, because SQL will use those object and will convert that object into the rows. Okay, like that will put the information of the student in a tabular format. Okay, like the first row will be the information of the first student, second row will be the information of the second student. These rows are nothing but the objects of the student class. Okay, in when we consider about the core Java. Okay, so to convert that object into the rows, okay, to convert that rows into the object, we need a person in between. Okay, so the bridge in between is nothing but the Hibernate. Okay, so Hibernate uses the JPA, okay, to implement that conversion of objects into the rows, and to convert that rows into objects, to update the information of the rows and columns. Okay, so to do that we need to have the bridge in between, that is Hibernate. Okay, and that uses or that implements the JPA. Okay, JPA interface. Okay, so whenever we are making any class of the student, okay, which is entity, okay, in a Spring Tool suite, then then uh, that object is entity for the Spring Tool suite. Okay, so we need to make an interface of the repository. Okay, like whatever the class of which we need to make an object. Okay, like to convert that into the row, we need to make the interface of that particular object. Okay, of that particular class. Okay, so that is nothing but the repository, and that interface will extend the JPA repository interface. Okay, so the JPA repository interface are having the multiple methods in it which are required for connect to make a contact in between the core server and database server. Okay, so whenever we extend that JPA repository into our interface, okay, let's say the student repository interface, then the student repository interface will get uh, all those unimplemented methods. Okay, in in that interface. Okay, so when we are creating any object of the chip, let's say student repository, okay, by using the auto wired. Okay, so it will create an object, and that object will having the implemented methods from the Hibernate. Okay, so auto wired will go for search, and it will search that who has implemented that student repository, that is Hibernate has implemented that student repository. So it will find that it will find that Hibernate, and it will create an object of an Hibernate in by using the student repository. Okay, reference. Okay, so we will get all the implemented methods in a student repository. Okay, so this is how we can create the object by using the auto wired. Okay, and then each and every row. Okay, like whenever we are creating any row in the database, okay, of any entity, so it is having the unique ID with it. Okay, like every row is having the unique ID, so we can pass that unique ID as well, and we can generate that unique ID by automated, like automated we can get that automated value for that ID as well. Okay, by using, so whatever the variable we want to make ID, then at at the top of that variable we need to provide the annotation, that is ID. And if we are wanted to generate that ID by itself, okay, like Spring Tool suite by itself, then we will give one more annotation over there, that is generated value. Okay, so whenever we pass the generated value, then it will automatically generate the values. And then in generated value there is a strategy, like by which type we want to generate the values. So that there are few types by which we can generate the values, like it itself generates the values. Okay, so we need to pass that as well. Okay, so this is how we make the student as an entity. And whenever we create any object of the student, okay, like whenever we call the any method which adds like updates the information, like saves the information, like saves the object, so at that time the object will be created, and that will be stored in the database. Okay, as a row. Okay, so uh, this is what the JPA is, and this is what the Hibernate is. Okay, so the JPA is an interface which is implemented by the Hibernate, and Hibernate is a bridge in between the core server and the database server, which makes the contact in between the main server and the database server. So that was all about the JPA. Thank you so much.